Picture a razor blade, a sliver of steel, mere fractions of a millimeter thick. Now imagine 2 blocks of stone weighing 70 tons each, fitted together so tightly that you cannot slide that blade between them. Not even after 4,500 years of erosion. We've been told the Great Pyramid of Giza is just a tomb, a massive monument to a vainglorious pharaoh. But what if that explanation is just as hollow as the theories about aliens? You aren't looking at a pile of rocks. You're looking at the world's oldest computer, a mathematical code written in stone. Perhaps something much more dangerous. Today we go beyond the textbooks. I'm going to show you 3 levels of the Great Pyramid's secrets, from lost machining tools to anomalies that modern science still cannot explain. Are you ready to see what we've forgotten? Let's start with the scale. Numbers can be dry, but these are haunting. 2,300,000 stone blocks. The smallest weighs 2 tons. The largest, the ones bracing the ceiling of the king's chamber, weigh 80 tons. To put that in perspective, that is the weight of 12 full-grown African elephants in a single block. These blocks were lifted to the height of a 40-story skyscraper. No cranes, no steel cables, no engines. Official history tells us of copper chisels, wooden rollers, and thousands of slaves. But there's a problem. Copper is soft. Try cutting granite with a copper spoon. The result is the same. Modern stonemasons, looking at the drill marks inside the pyramid, see evidence of tube drills that bit into the stone with a feed rate 500 times faster than our best modern equipment. And then there's the logistics. The white limestone came from across the Nile, but the rose granite, it was hauled from Aswan. That is 500 miles away. 500 miles on wooden barges, carrying 80-ton loads. It's a logistical nightmare that would make even a modern SpaceX engineer break a sweat. And the precision? The base of the pyramid is aligned to true north within 3/60ths of a degree. That is more accurate than the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. The ancients didn't use magnetic north. They used geographic north. How? Without satellites? Without telescopes? If the scale didn't move you, look at the architecture of the space itself. The pyramid isn't just geometry, it's a software. If you take the perimeter of the pyramid and divide it by twice its height, you get the number pi, 3.1415. The problem? The Greeks didn't officially discover pi until 2,000 years after Giza was built. A coincidence? Maybe. But what about the golden ratio, the number phi? It's embedded in every proportion of the inner chambers, even the speed of light. You might think this is crazy, but the coordinates for the Great Pyramid are 29.9792458 degrees north. The speed of light in a vacuum is 299,792,458 meters per second. You could say it's a fluke. Fine. But the pyramid sits at the exact geographical center of the Earth's landmass. It is the point where the longest parallel and the longest meridian intersect. Whoever chose this spot had to have a map of the entire planet. A world map 2,500 years before Christ? This changes everything we know about the human story. Now forget what it looks like on the outside. Let's step inside. This is where it turns into a thriller. There are no hieroglyphs inside the Great Pyramid, no murals praising Khufu, no mummies, no funerary art. Just empty granite boxes we call sarcophagi. But they are too large to be carried through the narrow passages. which means they were placed there during construction. In 2017, scientists used Muon tomography, a technology that uses cosmic particles to X-ray stone. They found a massive void, 100 feet long, sitting right above the Grand Gallery. No archaeologist knew it existed. What is it? Another tomb? Or part of a mechanism? There is a theory gaining ground every year. The Great Pyramid wasn't a house for a dead king. It was an acoustic machine. The granite in the king's chamber is high in quartz crystal. Quartz is piezoelectric. When you apply pressure, like the weight of millions of tons of stone, it generates an electrical charge. Scientists have measured the vibrations inside. The pyramid resonates at frequencies we call infrasound. Could it have been a giant power plant harvesting the Earth's energy? It sounds like science fiction, but it explains why the shafts point exactly to Orion and Sirius, like antennas. Why is it still standing? It is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still in existence. It survived earthquakes that leveled cities. It survived erosion and looters. Once it was covered in polished white limestone that gleamed like a mirror. At the top sat a pyramidion plated in gold or electrum. On a sunny day, the pyramid shone so brightly it could be seen from the mountains of Israel, and perhaps even from space. It was quite literally the light on Earth. Today we see a ruin, but maybe it was built specifically for us as a message. When civilizations die, their books rot, their hard drives demagnetize, and their steel buildings crumble in centuries. Stone is the only reliable flash drive. The creator of the pyramid knew we would come. He knew we would measure it, calculate its mass, its angles, and find pi, the speed of light, and the stars hidden within. The Great Pyramid is a mirror. We only see in it what we are capable of understanding ourselves. As we get smarter, the pyramid gets more complex. So, was it a tomb? Perhaps. But if so, it's a tomb for our previous understanding of history. We like to think of ourselves as the pinnacle of evolution, but every time we touch the walls of Giza, we feel the cold touch of a civilization that knew something we have desperately forgotten. Maybe the real mystery isn't how they built it, but why we lost the knowledge to do it again. Thank you for walking this path with me. If you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of the past, subscribe to the channel. Next time we're talking about Atlantis. Was it a myth or the world's first global empire? What do you think is hidden in that 100-foot secret void? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Until next time.